Alright guys, hey, welcome back to the channel. Appreciate you tuning in once again. So we got a Mustang on the bench here. This is our next project. We are working on the Monogram 124 scale pace car. Yes, so we're going to get this bad boy opened up. I'm sure a lot of you guys have seen this kit before. This is actually a very nice model built up. It's very accurate looking. So it's old school. Yep. So it's nice. It's a nice looking kit once it's all assembled. And the glass looks pretty good in it. It's got a couple scratches in it, but we can do a little polish work. And you can see the body comes pretty complete. The bumper's already on it. The rear spoiler's already on it. And half of the front bumper is there, the front fascia. We basically just got to add the grille and the bottom pieces. So it's a pretty basic kit. It's not a lot to it. Like I say, it's very detailed for what it is. I love that grille in this car. Man, that looks nice. Okay. It's not overly detailed. It's got just enough detail to make it look pretty good. So we're going to get rolling on it and see how we can get it put together. Alright guys, so I've been looking at this car. I've been staring at it for about half a week maybe. And I'm just really debating on it. I'm sitting there cleaning up some of the body lines. I had some sharp edging along here. Sanding that down a little bit, cleaning up some of the little, not really flash, but just little extra pieces. Body mold lines like up in here, down around the bumper, across the rear bumper, all that good stuff. And I keep thinking, you know what would really look good on this car is to make it a T-top. I believe in '79, the Mustang Fox body, the Pace car was the only one that was a T-topper. And I thought, you know what would look cool? T-tops with opening doors. I thought that would look so cool on this thing. So I believe they did T-tops on this was to show off the interior, because this car had unique seat pattern on it. It had like a zebra seat stripe pattern. So I'm currently trying to find decals for that. Yeah, they're like hard to come by, so it's one of those type of deals. I may just have to go with a real car picture and maybe try to print something myself. I'm not sure yet. But I've been looking online for decals, and so far I have not come across any that I saw that was available, but I know they're out there. I gotta keep looking. Anyways, so what really pushed me on this, I was watching some videos, and I'm still watching videos on the Mustang group build that was hosted by Michael at Scale Speedworks. So Leon did the '88 Mustang, just the hatchback car, and he cut the doors on his. Leon over at Model Car 1589, and he did an awesome job on that. I mean, just super cool. I mean, he did the frame and everything. There'll be links in the description below if you guys want to check that out. Like I say, Leon, you did a sweet job on that. Really cool looking. So like I say, I've been really debating on doing that to this car, and that just gave me the push, like, oh yeah, that looks super cool, I gotta do it on this. So this car did not have, sorry guys, I'm holding the camera because it's just easier to do it this way. We're trying to hold it in front of a camera. So the car did not have, obviously, a frame when you do T-tops. So that's going to be gone. So what we're going to do is have to cut this across, leave this piece on, cut this across, and it's going to be cut here. So this frame is going to be gone. And what I'm going to do is take this frame and glue it to the inside of this, because that's where the rubber seal would go, because the window goes up against this. So this would obviously be gone, and same as here. So the T-top starts about here. It don't start here, it starts about here. You got a little bit of a curve to the body line, and it starts about here. Yeah, so I think it looked pretty cool. The other little extra work I'm going to have is trying to get the interior tub matched up, because if you look at the interior tub, it's actually on quite an angle. And these doors on these Fox bodies were pretty thin. They weren't overly thick. Most of you guys know I have a 1:1 85 Mercury Capri. So I got a good thing on the door to, you know, measurement on how to do that. But I also have, most of you guys probably don't know, I have an '84 T-topper that I've been trying to restore for years. It's been sitting in a friend's barn for 25 years at this point. I need to get that back working on it. So I have some pictures of that. I'll show you quick. So I I bought the car just because I wanted the T-top, and this thing is completely stripped, and I had to weld a new roof on it. I bought the car with an interior fire, and I had a sandblasted new roof put on it. So I have some pictures here, so I got an idea, so I know how the roof looks. You know what I'm saying? So here's a picture real quick. So this is my T-top car that I have. So you can see, like I was saying, how far that roof line comes back right here, and that other piece that's here has to get cut off because this is where the molding would sit for your rubber weather strip for the window when the window shuts. And then we'll have to build this frame in here, the T-frame for the roof. So that's what I'm going to do, is go that way. Here's another picture of the car kind of from the front. Get the glare off near here. But right now the car is completely disassembled. Like I say, the car's sitting over at a friend's house. I have actually all the fenders and panels here at my house. This car is like zero rust on. I mean, it's like rust free, completely rust free. So I've been wanting to get it done. But anyways, I just thought that'd look cool, do a T-top version and go that route. You can see I had to see the steering wheel where it's burnt. But like I say, it's all sandblasted and ready to roll. So just got to get it going. Still has the TRX Michelin's on it too, so obviously that'd be no good. They still hold air, surprisingly. So yeah, so that's what we're gonna do. We're gonna cut this up. Risky, yes sir, but it'll look cool. So like I said, I've really never done this before. This will be a first one for me. So I think it'll be kind of a cool challenge for myself, and we'll see how she turns out. But I thought, what a good car to do it on. I think it'll look great. So we're gonna get started on it and see how she goes. Okay guys, so just kind of referencing my photograph here on this here. So I figure we're going to be about here. So I scribed that, cut that out. And like I say, this is going to be cut out here to match that. So we're going to cut that out. So we're going to cut here. So I'm now going to measure this from the top of the A-pillar post to back here and measure across, and then we're going to cut it. We'll just do a straight cut across. So I'll measure this out and then we'll measure it across and keep everything nice and true. And I'm going to continue to cut. The door frame is going to have to get cut here straight across, which I got that there. I made the cut kind of big so that way I can file it. I don't want to make it the precise cut with the blade. And I'm just going to do the scribe trick. I don't have panel scribers, so I'm going to go old school and just continuously to work my way down. It's going to be time consuming, very time consuming. But I think down in the end of it, I think it's going to look pretty good. So I'm just going to work at this, and I'll bring you guys back, show you my progress. This here is going to be my biggest thing because this is very thick. So that should be a good treat there. I'm going to put the mark across here because this mark is a straight shot. Looking at the picture, that is just a straight shot across. Like I say, so you got this pillar here. This here, like I say, this is going to be cut. This frame is going to be cut out like this here. So we're going to cut that way. Like I say, because this piece has got to go. This whole section's got to go. This whole section's got to go as well. As you can see here, it's just that little frame. So the only piece that's going to be left, because you can see this is the frame piece here, but it disappears after the mirror. And I know there's like a piece that goes in on the A-pillar, and there's rubber molding that goes along that. So I put a scribe line across here, but I see I'm just being nervous, so I actually went kind of in the front. So I need to make sure I'm straight with this here, not as my line come up. So I'm just going to take my straight edge, try to set it across to my line so that I trimmed, and then just make a real light scribe line across there and kind of work it back from that point. So let's take this and hold this firm. Like so, because I didn't have that one quite as good, and we should be good there. So now I can just take and just start scribing that across, and we should be pretty good. Okay guys, so got quite a good line cut through here. So we're starting to get cut through, as you can see through here. Posts are pretty much cut, and I'm almost through. You can almost see the little bit of a scribe line there, and this is cut here, so that's good. I've been working on the doors, working my way down. So when I'm doing this, I start with the point of the blade. So I just start with the point, and then once I get going on it, I'll flip it over and then use the back side of the blade, because the back side of the blade will actually scrape. So as you go, you can see the little bit of plastic here, so that'll scrape as you go. If you just use this end of it, you'll be there forever, because I don't know, it just doesn't cut as good. Yeah, you get a more finer line, but I mean, you'll be there forever sitting there scraping it like this, you know, trying to cut that through. But if you flip this over, it actually scrapes it, and it cuts pretty quick. So before I cut this completely through, I need to get this front piece done, because I'll lose my integrity of the windshield, and it'll just soften it up, so it'll be hard to work with it. So I thought, man, how am I going to do this? So I kind of took a pencil, scribed across here, took my measurement, my ruler, and I went across, and I basically started at the back here, 30 on my scale, and come across, did the same thing. So I'll hit 30 and put marks there. So I'm trying to figure out how to make a nice straight line. So I figured I'd make myself some kind of little duplicator. So I took a piece of styrene stock, just something square, some pieces of rod, and just drilled some holes in it. I set it close. I drilled one hole and then set it up here, got it close, and then drilled another hole. So I left it a little long, so if I have to, I can kind of manipulate it a little bit. So one side just going to drag across the front, and the other side it's going to make a nice scratch mark across the top here, and it'll keep it equal to that windshield. So I'm hoping that's going to work okay to get me close. Scribing this, there's times you're going to slip and it comes out. That's just the way it happens. So I'm going to have to sand that and put a little filler in there, you know, kind of go that route, because like I say, it's very hard to just, you know, keep going, and boop, there you have it. But we're working on it slowly. You can see this here, like say these are popped out. So like I say, I'm going to use my little duplicator here, and if I have to, I can hold this a little bit, as long as I hold it true. Obviously the further up I go, the more rigid it'll get, so it'll keep it more steady for me. So playing around with it, I think this side here, it cuts the plastic better on here. I tried to file it a little bit. This is a points file out of it for a car. If you guys are of age that knows points and condenser, these are the files you use to file your points. So I got a couple of these around here. So I was trying to put a little edge on here, and I figure I can just kind of get to my point here and just work this across and make that go. So I'm going to work on this, because I'm not going to do it on camera, because I need to be looking right at it, and you know, with the camera's in my way, let's put it that way. So I will get this cut and I'll bring you back, but that's what I'm doing. I'm basically pulling this down in here and then letting that slide across there, and this is going to be my scribe line, but I need to kind of pay attention to it. So I'll bring you back in a second. Let me cut this and we'll start trimming it from there. Okay guys, so I think that looks pretty good. You can see a little plastic here. So I went across that multiple times, so I think that turned out pretty good. So like I say, I just went across, and you can see it just peeled it. I mean, it actually peeled it pretty nice. Now that I got it cut, I can probably do one here without really looking into it, just to show you how we did this here. So basically took this cross and just followed along. Oh, now I'm going to screw it up by showing you. So that worked pretty good. So now that I got a little depth line in there, now I can take my razor and start cutting that out and go from there. So I got a good line starting here. Now I got some depth in there already. So like I say, I just kept going back and forth on this point until I got it going, and then I flipped it around, and then I can start carving it out a little bit at a time. So before I get too far in this, I need to start cutting here and getting this cut out down to the door, because once I cut this out, there's nothing to hold this up. So I don't need to cut it all the way through, but I need to get it straight, or get it going, so it's we got a good head start on it. Because like I say, other than that, because right now as it is, I'm holding this a little bit underneath, just because I don't want to crush these A-pillars down. you know, by scraping this across. And, you know, like I say, I've slipped a couple times, so I'm going to have to do some cleanup and sanding. I mean, it's just the way it goes. But I think it's going to turn out pretty cool, all said and done. I'm going to keep chiseling away, but kind of showing you guys the progress of it, where we're at. Okay, guys, we got the roof cut off. That actually went pretty good. So I'm also going to do is make glass top roofs for this. So on these Fox bodies, on the T-tops, there's actually a frame right here. So I'm going to cut this off here and cut this bottom channel here off. And then I'm going to make glass that'll fit inside here, so they'll have removable T-tops. Yeah, that's the plan anyways. So I'm still cutting along. As you can see, I'm getting somewhat through the plastic, but it's taking a little time. And I tell you what, this was getting really soft trying to cut this as I'm going across. Of course, I slipped a couple times. That's all right. Like I say, I'll put a little filler in that and clean that up. So once this is all said and done, I'm going to go through with a file and clean these edges up and smooth this out. So we're going to continue working on these doors. I got this almost through here, and we'll kind of go from there once I get this off here. So this is going to be really flimsy, I'm noticing, once the doors are cut off, because the only thing really going to hold it together is just this rocker panel right here. That's it. So once I get this made, I may have to do is make the T-bar right away before I get too farther in it. But on the other hand, the T-bar is going to be black and the top of the car is going to be silver. So yeah, so looking at this, I'm looking pretty close to my picture. So it's looking pretty good there. Scribing that across, that worked really good. That looks really even across there. You can see that or not. So it worked really good. Other than I have to clean that up. But like I say, that cut off really nice. So I'm going to keep scribing my doors, and we'll get that part going. We'll see how we end up here. All right, guys, we have success. We have her all cut out. And I tell you what, for you guys that cut doors and stuff, I give you prompts, because I'm telling you what, that's epic. So we got our doors here, and now the time is, now I got to do some cleanup. So I still have to take and cut the door here. I'm going to have to put the mirror on just to see how far the mirror goes up, and then the door will get cut at the top of the mirror. So now I got to go through and clean this up really good. As you can tell, I did a little bit of hacky because I was just getting like, come on, cut already, will you? And yeah, so, but still not bad. Like I say, this is my first attempt doing this. So now I got to get these door panels cut and start making some inner sheet metal basically for the door to build that out. And put some door jambs in here, and same as the car, put some door jambs on here. Once I get this all filed up and clean. And I tell you what, this here is so fragile. I thought, yep, we're gonna just break it in half and just start that way, but I was able to make it. And I thought I broke the A-pillar on the window at first, but yeah, so it's there, but it's, yeah. So anyways, there we have it for now. I'm gonna wrap this video up. Thought I'd show you a little bit of how I'm doing this anyways. If you guys are trying this yourself, I hope it helps. Maybe you got better ideas. Yeah, so this is just my attempt at it, and so far so good. So all right, we're gonna wrap this video up, and like I say, appreciate you guys watching, tuning in, checking out the channel, and next video we will get some cleanup done and start building these doors up a little bit and go from there. So all right, guys, I appreciate you watching. You guys have a good one, and we'll see you the next time around.